Alright, what's up my fellow YouTube watchers, and welcome to another episode of the 1 Hour Verdict, the game show where I play a game for 1 hour and then give my final verdict. Welcome to 1993! Of course, we're talking about Super Conflict. Also, did you notice, if you're going to take a look, you see this little pixel right here. I didn't even notice before, but there's like a little tiny little pixel. So yeah, this game released in 1993, of course. It's the Cold War, Russia versus America, or America versus Russia kind of war, kind of game. It's a really good game. It's really hard as balls because the game is cheating as all hell. You do like 3 hit points of damage, the enemy does 30. So yeah, not really fair, but you got tanks, planes, infantry, submarines, aircraft carrier, you name it. It's in the game. Welcome, of course, to this game, which is called Super Conflict, the Mideast.
Huh?
Took a while, lads. Welcome that you're there. But yeah, I needed to plan an intro a little bit better. Okay, so you can even play with 2 players. You can play with your mom, your dad, your cat, your hand. Of course with your hand, whatever. So yeah, let's go of course to a single player. And of course we can do move all units or only move 3 units at a time. That makes the game very long though. So we're not going to do that. So let's do move all units, and then of course let's start the game. Now we get greeted with this screen over here. Now of course the further you get into the game, the more advanced the infantry and the tanks and stuff will be. So in this area you only get like a couple of infantry units, maybe a tank or 2, and that's it. And later on you get aircraft carriers, submarines, planes, whatnot. And you even get factories to produce new units. Now the goal of this game is of course to destroy each other's flag tank or flag ship. Does have to be both, it has to be only one. But yeah, we can have 5 of these little levels right now. I don't even think anyone played these 5 levels, because everyone did just like this. Let me see if I can remember. So it was all of this. Hold that, there we go. And now we can actually... There we go. Now we finished this. We didn't finish the level. As you can see, the level is still not finished. But we can actually move on. And then we can just do that again. And we can just move on. And we can do it again. And we move on. So we can actually just go through the whole map. Just like that. And I think everyone that I know at least did that. No one actually did the first couple of levels. So we can actually go through the last level if we want to. Just by this simple trick. I think everyone already knew that. So there we go. We're already at scenario 93. There we go. Just like that, we can just go all the way down right to the final level, which is of course called the Final Conflict, which is right there. And we can go to the final level. But there's one level I think was interested to me the most. I can't remember which one it was though. So should we go to just do the Final Conflict so we can actually see what's all in the game? Why the hell not? I don't even think I'm going to beat it, to be perfectly honest, because the computer is cheating. So let's just enter this one. I'm cheating now as well, so I should be better. So here we are in the game screen. The enemy already got 7,000 money and we only got 3,000 money. That's basically how I see. So here is the whole map. As you can see, we got the Russians basically over here and a little bit over here, and we are right there as the blues. So if we go right here, as you can see, we got different units, we got different areas which you can do, and we got different terrain. So of course the sea is just the sea, doesn't really matter, it doesn't have any downsides or upsides or whatever. So we got our aircraft carrier, which has 3 airplanes inside. So if you go over here, we go to take a look at its cargo. We got an A-10 Thunderbolt and 2 FA-18 Hornets inside of this airplane, which you can take out and use. We got our flagship, which we need to protect to shit. We got a battleship, we got a submarine, a cruiser, and we got a destroyer. Right here we got some commandos and some M60 tanks, and of course our naval factory. The factories is a late game thing. You don't get like factories until you get like pretty far into the game, and then you only got like one factory. Now we get every factory. Then we got cities. Of course, if you take a city with a tank or an infantry unit or whatever, you actually capture that city, and every unit that's in that captured city gets healed, refueled, rearmed, etc. The airport is of course what an airport does. If you capture the airport, you can take airplanes, land those airplanes to refuel, rearm, etc., repair, whatever. Now we got these coastal cities, and if we have like a ship next to the coastal city, it will also get repaired. So this is also good for ship repairs. Hardly anyone knows that. So the ship doesn't have to be in the city, because he cannot be in the city. It's a land tile, so these tiles does count as a repair station for the neutral city. Now we go over here and we got like a SAM site. So we got the M48 Chaparral SAM missile launcher, and if we go to this screen you can actually see how it looks. It's just like a surface to air missile, which defeats actually the point like SAM missiles. Surface to air missiles is basically what it says right now. So it's basically just a SAM. We got an M60 tank and some more commandos, and we got our land factory right here. Then if we go over here, we got our flak tank, which is basically an M1 Abrams, just a little bit stronger, as you can see. We got of course the regular M1A1 Abrams, and we got some commandos, and we got our air factory right here, and we got a airport. And if you go inside of that airport, we got an intruder bomber and two F-15C Eagle planes. So that's what we have at our disposal right now, and let's see what the enemy has to offer. So the enemy has an air factory right here. Got a T-62 tank right here, some commandos, a T-80 tank, and a SA-13, which is, I think it's a surface to air missile. There we go, surface to air missile. So basically it's anti-air, so we have to be careful with our A-10 and stuff like that. If we go over here, he got some commandos, surface to air missile, a T-80, but also he got a Mi-28. I think it was a Hind. No, it's not the Hind, it's the... can't remember. It's the Mi-28, so I can't remember which one it was, but it's the less deadlier helicopter. And they got the land factory right down there. Now if you go over here, of course you got another airport. We cannot see what's in the airport, I think. Oh, we can actually do. So we got the Su-20, we got the MiG-25s, so a bomber plane and two fighter planes, basically the same as us. The T-80, we got its flak tank, and we got some commandos. And then of course they got their fleet over here. So a submarine, a battleship, the flagship, a destroyer, a cruiser, and they got their aircraft carrier. And I don't think we can actually take a look at what the aircraft carrier holds, and we cannot. So let's actually see what we can do. Again, I don't think I can actually beat them because it's been such a long while. But as you can see, also explanation about the tiles. As you can see, we got like desert, we got normal tiles, we got like greenery, we got fields, we got mountains, and we got hills. If we cannot find, we got hills over here. So we got like very weak, normal, medium, high defense and stuff like that. So of course mountains slow your movement. This one gives more defense for concealment, but like the normal fields is just normal, and like these dry kind of desert things are just the weakest of them all. You will be obliterated if you get close to it basically. And of course like bridges and stuff like that, which is not on this map. Don't go on that one, don't go on a battle on a bridge, because he will annihilate you like instantly. Okay, so he will go after the commandos like really fast. We do have like this surface air missile right here. Now do I want to sacrifice a bomber to destroy that surface air missile so we get air superiority over here? I think we want to do that. So first things first, let's capture this so we can actually repair our ships. Okay, so let's see. Let's get our battleship right next to it so they cannot recapture it. And let's get our flagship. So the flagship can be repaired in case it gets attacked by something. Let's move this right down here to the coast. And then our cruiser. Let's get our cruiser right where it is. Then get our submarine. Let's see. He should be closing off this gap right here. And then our destroyer should be right down here. So he has to go through those before he gets to our main fleet. Then we go get our cargo. Though I don't think this is like the unique one. You cannot rebuy this one. You can buy, rebuy the other bomber, the intruder. This one is like a unique airplane. It's very strong, but you only get one of them. So we got the A10. Now, can we reach the SAM site? We can. Should we take the risk? We're taking the risk. An A10 should be able to destroy a SAM site, right? So we're working with bombs. He works with... Ooh, this is bad. He can return fire, I think. Yep. Should we... Ooh, do we want to fire another one? Yes. Let's destroy it. Yes. So he cannot return fire. So our A10 Thunderbolt is safe. However, hopefully it's safe enough until he can return to the aircraft carrier. Because we still got the 2 tanks right there and the commandos. They shouldn't be... The commandos can do some damage though. So I think... Let's destroy... We could try to attack the factory. But that's not really the point right now. So let's get rid of the commandos. Because this one only has like very weak weapons against air. They have surface to air missiles. So we need to protect our A10 to get air superiority right there. Because the F-118s doesn't really have good weapons against ground troops. Hopefully we can... Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Let's continue. This is like the long battle format. You also have like the short battle format. Then both teams get to fire one shot and then the battle is over. That only makes like the game very, very long. So I just always do like the very long one so you can actually just continue. You can retreat, so you can fire one shot, retreat and do stuff like that. So there's more tactic involved in that. Okay, so that's gone. And let's grab this city right here. Because then he will have to choose what he wants to attack. Do he wants to destroy the M60? Which he probably can. Do we want to take the city, destroy my commando and take the city, or do I want to take a hit at my A10, which is probably a bad idea to do. And let's take this airfield right here. So we should have a good position over here because we have air superiority right here. The fighters are not really a good idea to dispatch right there. Now I noticed something. I don't have a helicopter, do I? Maybe no, I don't have a helicopter. So we got like this one right here. So let's get our intruder out, I think. So what is the enemy resistance right here? So we got a SAM site and we got the helicopter. The helicopter we can take out with the mix. Do I want to take out the bomber for this one? Because that bomber is a little bit cheaper. Also a little bit weaker. Let's put our flag tank onto our airfield so the enemy cannot capture the airfield. Because if the enemy captures your airfield, they don't receive your units, they just destroy everything that's in there. And if the flag tank or your flagship is destroyed, so not both, if one of those is destroyed, you're done. That's basically defeat. So we have to just focus on the enemy flag tank or flagship. Now we got an M1 Abrams. I don't know what its reach is. So because of these mountains right here, we can only go so far. Normally we would be able to go over here. I don't want to go on here though. That's a very bad spot to be. So let's place that over there. Can you reach the city? Yes, you can. He will attack the city for sure. So let's get our F-15 out. And let's try to get... Can we actually reach that helicopter? Oh, perfect. So let's go right behind him. Let's see if we can shoot down that helicopter. It's a weird helicopter though. Ooh. How can he return fire though? Can he return fire? Yes, he can. How much damage does he do? Almost nothing. And we can actually change weapons. We can have a sidewinder or we can shoot with our 20mm cannon. But of course we're going to fight with our sidewinders. We only have 8 of them though. Well, there's a second one if we need to. How is he still alive? Okay, no return fire. There we go. That's the spirit. So yeah, in the early game the computer cheats a lot, but in the later game it's actually more fair. That's why I like the later battles really much. I don't like the early battles. You only get like 10 units. You cannot produce any units at all. Okay, so we got rid of that one. He will of course try to fuck up this F-18 or F-15, sorry. So is it wise? We can buy this bomber back in case it gets destroyed, but it takes 3 rounds and this is still round 1. Should we... Oh, we just do it. We should be able to, right? A bomber should be able to destroy a SAM site as long as he's got the first shot. Ooh, we should be able... No return fire! Good! 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 Ooh! Ah, 1! Come on, we can do it. Yes! Yes! I was hoping for that. I was hoping for that. They are so surprised by our attack. They didn't get the return fire. Oh man, we even got hit or anything. That's good. We got a lot of air superiority in this area right now. Oh, that's amazing. This tank is fucked. We got the Abrams right here. So our flag tank is basically safe right now because their nearest reinforcement is all the way over here. We pretty much fucked them all up. Holy crap. Alright. Okay, we got another F-18, but I don't think they have ground weapons. If we go into our airport and we check what they do. Can I check? No. We have to deploy them for that, but we already have one deployed. So which one is right down there? It's a little bit of a slow game, but then again, it's SNES, what do you expect? So if we go over here, it's a fighter, so we have a 20mm cannon, which only does 10 attack against land. That's not good. So 50 is I think about the highest level, and 10 is not good. So it's basically like stars, so 1, 2, or 3, or 5 stars. So only 1 star against land, 2 stars against air, and 1 star against sea. And the sidewinder is only good for against air, so it has nothing against ground. So we have to keep that bomber. Okay, so that's good to know. Now we have this area right here. Now they do have their airport over here. And you want to have to keep the SAM safe. So let's see. Not going to place it right there. You know what? Let's place it right here. Let them come to us. They have the upper hand at this corner right here because of the fleet and because of their things right there. So let them come to us because this is where we have like very weak positions. So let's all basically hide in the forest. Let's put one over there. I did a bad job. Yeah, nothing much I can do right there. This is a really bad placement. Shit, I cannot undo that. Okay, so I think we place them all. This one can just be there. Could you imagine if we can only move 3 units and have like 1 shot? That would be a very long game. Okay, now let's see what the enemy is going to do. We want to have, of course, air superiority. So let's go to air. We can have a Cobra. We can have another intruder. This one takes 3 turns, but the Cobra takes 2 turns. And without SAM sites, it would actually be a good thing. So I think we'll go for the Cobra right now. The intruder is stronger, but it takes longer as well. So now I can put my controller array and just see what it does. So yeah, it goes brings out his frog food. So that is the enemy's unique things. Okay, so you are going to just take them all out just to take it out. Alright. Okay, got 2 MiG-29s. Yeah, he is really in the upper hand on this corner. This is also where both of his flag ship and flag tank are. Okay, so he's taking everything out. That's interesting. MiG-25s. Alright. So that's why this corner is like very heavily defended. Yeah, he's going to move to the back, which makes sense. I'm curious to see how he's going to do the attack though. What? Sometimes I don't understand what he's doing. Yeah, you don't have to do shit over here. Are you going to attack the factory? That's interesting. Is this my air factory, by the way? Did you miss? Fuck him up, guys. Fuck him up. Ooh, only 2 damage. Damn, learn to aim, dude. Alright. He retreats. Okay. Yeah. With one you could have kicked me out of the city or anything. Yeah, you're fucked there. Yeah, then we can actually pull all those troops this side as well. Well, you are going to attack the SAM side, I think. No. What are you going to attack then? The factory again? That could be a bad thing. Shot missed. You freaking idiot. Dang Russians. No offense to real life Russians, by the way. Now what you gonna do now? Oh, you're very close from the SAM side. That's your unique bomber, you idiot. Oh, he really hates that factory. You know you're not. You just fucked up with your unique bomber, right? Okay, no one gets to fire. What? Huh? What? What was I witnessing? So they didn't fire. We didn't fire. This was just nothing. It's like a free beginner egg. All right. Where are you going? Oh crap. Well, yeah, was to be expected. Thankfully, it's not like the. Hopefully, he survives. Oh, he survives. Ooh, that actually didn't do that much damage. There we go. There we go. I'm way too excited for this. Yeah, what you gonna do now? You're gonna go to fight with the F-15, I think. No? You are going to fight my commando. I thought you would take like the airport, which would make a little bit more sense. You're at the weak part as well. But this could hurt though. Yeah, this hurts. Let's fire back. No return fire. Okay, retreat. Let's see if we can retreat. No, okay, they are gone. Nope. Let's see if we can retreat. No return fire. Okay, he gets to destroy us. We can get a chance to retreat. Okay. Infantry against a T-80 tank. We should be able to defeat him, but yeah. Especially if he was at the weakest part, but... Alright, he gets to destroy something. Yeah, you have to move. Yeah, that I was expecting. I was expecting that. You're going to kick them out, but, you know. Let's fire back. Hopefully we can get to fire back. Sometimes you don't get to fire back. Why do we not get a return fire then? I don't understand that. That's something what it does with the long. Yeah, okay. That's what you get with the long battle. Sometimes you don't get the return fire and it doesn't... Oh, they're retreating, that's why. Well, I actually initiated the retreat myself. Alright. And I think he is going to take the city with the T-62. If he can reach it, by the way. Nope. He just kicked them out. The city is still ours. What you gonna do now, buddy? Where are you going with that? Really? Alright. I'm not going after you though. I'm going after your unique... He hopes I'm going to destroy this one. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Shot even missed. There we go. Doesn't even do anything. But I think I know what he wants to do. He hopes that I'm going after his M29 instead of his frog food. He cannot buy a frog food. Yeah, he really hopes I'm going after those ones. He's desperate. He's desperate. What you gonna do, buddy? With your 23mm cannon. Could we get the fire back? Okay, let's go into attack mode. Defense. No, I want to go to attack mode. No return fire. No, not retreat. Attack mode. There we go. Come on. Of course I want to fire with the missiles. Okay, come on. Come on, we can do it. Fire with missiles. Yes, come on. Kick him. Kick him in the nuts. Oh, that doesn't do any damage. Alright. Let's just disengage. Doesn't really do anything. Fighters are really useless against anything, actually, except for helicopters or bombers. You really hate those fellas, are you? Oh, I see what you do. That's actually pretty clever. Now I cannot reach. Oh, maybe I can. If I can. Yeah, it does do anything. What are you trying to do, buddy? You're just tickling them. You're just tickling them. He doesn't know what to do. That one is going in the airport. There we go. He's spreading thin, though. What's this one gonna do? Alright. Oh, are you going... Okay. Not sure what you want to do, but... You can always try, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't really do much damage, does it? No return fire. He gets a fire, one more shot. Try to do something. Shot even missed. Evasive maneuvers. Yeah, he disengages as well. He's like, it's no use. You don't really do a good job this round, buddy. I expected better. What you gonna do now? You going to put your flag tank like in the corner? Nope. Alright. Okay. Not sure. Oh, you got the T-62. Oh, you're fleeing. You're fleeing through the desert. Fine by me, buddy. Okay, what you gonna order? You're going to okay, you're going for a bomber. Okay, now it's our turn again. And I definitely want to get rid of that T-80. Because that's one of their strongest tanks that they have. Well, not anymore. I'm even going to attack him while he's almost... Let's see what this machine gun does. If it does too much... No, only... We should be able to do that. And the next round we can... get him back to our airport. Ooh! Next round we get him back to our airport and get him healed. He should be able to survive this. Goodbye! There we go. Next round we actually have to take him back to the airport before he actually gets destroyed. Because the airplanes are getting closer for the enemy. So that factory is now all alone. So that was basically safe over there. Where are his airplanes? So his airplanes are all here. Can they reach that? No, I don't think they can even reach that. So the A-10 should be safe. Yeah, we actually destroyed them over here as well. Can I... Let's see. Can I actually... No, but if I remove this one... Ooh. That's actually smart. Okay, let's make sure you can get that one. Why can you not go over your own troops? That doesn't make sense. It's like, why cannot go over here? And why does a plane stop me from going over here? Ooh, this is interesting. That, like I said, that's very smart. He actually protected his frog food. Well, let's actually destroy his auto bomber then. That was actually a pretty smart move, actually. Wow! I expected way more damage. Wow! That should do way more damage. Like that. That should have done in the first place. Wow. Alright. Didn't see that coming. Don't know if this is really a cheaty thing, but you know, doesn't make sense though. So we're doing really bad over here. Is this our air factory? No, this is our land factory. So where is our air factory? Okay, so how far can this reach? Because we need support over here. We will get shut down, right? Let's see. Well, we have to go this way. And this one should just shoot this MiG straight out of the sky. Because then he has to spread his air force to either shoot down my bomber or use it against my ground units. Why does he do way more damage than us? Only 8? Wow! 22 versus 8. 11 versus... No return fire, good. We're running out of ammo. We're out of ammo. That's not good. Okay, at least we tried. At least we managed to survive that one. Okay, so this one is out of ammo, which is not good. And I don't think we can reach that one with this one. Yes, we can actually. Then he has to make some important decisions. We should be able to win this, right? How is he still not out of ammo though? There he goes. Red is destroyed, blue is victorious. So that's that airplane done with. So he has to actually take some chances with these 3. Now this one. We could already attack his flag tank to damage him, or we can go this way. The reason for that is so he has to spread, and then this one goes right here, so he has to choose which way he wants to go. Now we do need air support this way, so let's go with this one over here, and let's get the cruiser right next to it. So if he wants to attack this one with airplanes, we got the cruiser. The cruiser is like the anti-air one, right? Yeah, the Tomahawk missile. And this one is of course the battleship, and then this one is of course against submarines. Now we still have these F-18s right here. Can we grab his frog foot? Yes, we can. So hopefully you can destroy both bombers in one run. Yeah, he doesn't have anything against us, so he should be able to do this pretty fine. He got a 30mm cannon, but that shouldn't do that much damage, only 1. So there goes his frog foot, his unique bomber. He cannot buy this back. He cannot get this back, so his unique bomber is now destroyed. We still got our A-10. If our A-10 is lost, we cannot get it back. So we got rid of his strongest bomber, and now we can get rid of his other bomber as well. And now he has to choose what you want to do. So now he has to choose, does he go after my bomber, which is over here? Does he fight the F-18s? Does he go behind the tanks? Or what is he going to do? So now he has to spread out pretty thick, or pretty thin actually. There you go. There's all the bomber go. I know he ordered another bomber, so I think that's done in 2 more rounds. There we go. So that took a look at that. We thinned them out pretty thin over here. So this is like his strongest force, and that's also noticeable. So actually we can actually take all of these tanks and we can just chase this tank down, and then bring those tanks down towards the enemy as reinforcements. So these ones are like basically like the same strength, even though his cannon is a little bit bigger. So that he will do more ow. Yeah, a lot more ow. But you know what? Doesn't really matter. And then he fires back. Yeah, he destroys us. I think so. Wow, 25 damage with each shot. That's a lot of damage. Alright. The M60 is such a weak tank. It's just insane. It's just such a weak tank. New unit in 3 turns. So we have some room to play with. And he's on like the weakest tile as well. He's on the weakest tile. We're on normal tile. And he still destroys on. Oh, he destroys this one as well. He does 25 damage. So this is just a one shot. Told ya. That's insane. He's so damaged, he destroys just 2 tanks, just like it's nothing. That doesn't make sense. He's even on the weakest tile as well. That doesn't make sense, but you know, he cannot do anything right here as well. We got the Abrams right here, we got the other tank right there. There's not really much he can do. Let's get on the highest defensible position. So this should be a very fair fight. He shouldn't damage us as much because the weapon is basically the same, but we are on a way bigger defense than he is. So he should win this. If not, then he's definitely cheating. 7. There we go. Told ya. The mountains are the best tiles in the game. Also the slowest. So there goes the strongest tank in the area. Bye bye. So now that T-62 is just dog meat. Maybe we can even hit him with this one. No, we cannot even reach it. I wonder how good would I do if I... Okay, so basically the same strength. We should win because we fired the first shot. But let him come to us. The commando is not really a problem. So I think we managed to do everything. You know what? Because over here there's no more threat right now. Let's move our battleship closer to the enemy and let's actually move this a little bit closer. So now he actually has to spread to see what he wants to do. There we go. I think that was a good round. What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do? Are you? Oh, I know what you want to do. You want to get to the city, don't you? You want to get to the city, don't you? To get healed. You idiot. Yeah, run away. Run away, coward. I must say, I'd rather go behind your tank than your ship. Yeah, those aircraft carrier doesn't really do much, is it? Yeah, you cannot go into the city, don't you? Are you going to? He really hates that. Ooh, this is interesting. Never had the AI do this before. You missed. No, why do we not get a return fire? Oh well. Whoa! Dude! Okay, shoot him. Shoot him. Alright. That's interesting. He really hates this factory. I don't know what factory that is though. Where's the battleship going? Oh, you're going to... Yeah, okay. He will kick him out. Nothing I can do about that. 406mm guns. Yeah. If I survive, let's retreat. If I manage to retreat, no return fire, I know. I do hardly any damage against him. If we manage to retreat, we are lucky. Yes! 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 Now we have to use another unit. Oh, he survived. Barely, but you know, barely is enough. You're going after the bomber. I knew it. I knew it. Because the bomber is a threat. The fighters are not a threat. Okay, let's... No, okay, let's see if we can... Come on. You hear me click it. You hear me click it. Yes! Yes! Okay, so I've used another fighter. Oh, the enemy's hating me. What you gonna do, buddy? Are you going to get the M60? No. You're going to get against the factory. He should lose this, actually. You moron. I don't know why sometimes you don't get the fire. He has attacked me. No return fire. What return fire if you just... Okay, let's see if we can survive this one. See, with this, there's like a tactic that you can do. No return fire. Come on, click. Come on. Ah, shit, he gets one shot. Come on. Come on. Come on, you hear me click it. Yes! 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 Oh, look at all the units that you have to use. Oh, there's another one. He really wants the bomber out. Which, of course, is logical, because that bomber can mess him up. If I get the bomber to his flag tank is actually ruined. Go on. Survive. Survive. Come on. Survive. Survive. No, okay. Okay. Makes sense with 3 aircraft, of course. How funny would it be if I survived that? Ah, well played. Alright, that's good. Look at all those aircraft. Yeah, he has to use a lot of resources. Okay, yeah, see, now he goes after the M16. Which of course makes sense. Let's see if we can survive this one. Let's actually fire. Crap! I accidentally... Crap. Alright, well, makes sense. I accidentally pressed the wrong button and switched weapons. That sucks, but you know, what can you do? You're trying to kick me out. Alright. Could be interesting. We have more ammo than you, though. Let's go for attack. When you go for attack, you should be a little bit... If you go attack, you do like a little bit more damage. More attack damage. And if you do like defense, you get like... You can take a little bit more impact. And you can do a retreat. So that's the 3 commands that you can give. And of course, change weapons. Yeah, didn't work out so well, buddy? I couldn't remember saying me at the beginning of this video. I'm no doubt that I'm not going to win this, but I'm kicking his butt. I'm really kicking his butt. Is it really how? Are you attacking me with a 30mm cannon? Sure. No return for... Actually, okay. There we go. I'm not even going to fire at him, because that doesn't do any damage. I'm saving my cannon for... Look at that, look at all the S's that he has to use, and we survived so much. We got a Cobra as well. Now I wonder, this was our land factory, right? Or is this our air factory? Nope. So even if he destroyed this one, that didn't actually matter too much. You know what, let's actually... Can we actually reach him? No, no, we cannot. Alright. Okay, first things first. You... Yeah, you're going that one. Shit. Ah, crap. They want them to go to that one. That means... Yeah, that's destroyed. I cannot do anything. I didn't want him to go to this one. I cannot save him, so he is going to take this one. Unless I can get my Cobra out. And he reaches him. If the Cobra reaches him, I save my A10. He reaches him. Okay. Because he is barely... Okay, so I actually saved my A10. I was worried that I lost my A10. But I was worried if I press no, that he will just destroy my thing because he's running out of fuel. I don't know how that works. Oh man, that was a butt clencher. He has a really big problem right now. So we got the Cobra, we got an A10. This thing is cooked eventually. So we are going to win this, no doubt. You are running out. You are out of ammo, out of fuel. So you go back. Not even going to go after that one. So let's go after one of his planes. Not sure if we're gonna win this though, but it doesn't really do much. Alright, oh, he didn't get a turret fire, but now he has to use a little bit more assets to get rid of this one. So now he has to make more choices. And now let's get the Abrams this way. I'm not going to attack his factory though. No. I don't really care about the factories. What else do we have in the airport, by the way? So that one is refueling. Alright. So we got our destroyer and our submarine right here. So let's put a little bit more pressure on them. Ooh. Let's place it right there. So now he actually has to choose what he wants to do. I don't think we have anything left in our cargo right here. No, hangar is empty. Is there anything next to the water? Yes, there is actually. Oh, we cannot reach him. You know what? Let's put some more pressure on him. There we go. Let's put some pressure on him. Flagship is right there. Don't get too cocky, Atomic. Don't get too cocky. Does he have a plane in here? No. Does he have a plane in here? No. But there we go. Gotcha, bitch. No, I don't think I can reach him from here. No. You know what? Let's give him some more choices. This one is blocking. So let's go with the F-18. Let's put some more pressure on this fleet right here. I'm actually thinking of finishing this battle for this episode. Even though I should only play 1 hour, but you know, I'm having too much fun. And I don't think this takes way longer. It shouldn't be though. And otherwise I might edit some stuff out and see if I get it under an hour. But I really want to finish this map. Come on, let's just kick his ass. Let's go full on. We should be able to hit him, right? No return fire. Come on, kick his ass. Alright. One final missile. Let's lose our cannon. That should destroy him, right? Ah! I don't get... Okay, I didn't even... He retreats, alright. Makes sense. But you know what? Let's damage the other. Because the other one is barely alive anyway. So let's weaken his whole air force. So no matter what he attacks, he has a very high chance of actually dying. So basically his air force is basically useless. I just wish we could also have like some type of bomb or ground attack for fighters. Because in real life also fighters can attack ground units a little bit more effective. There we go. So they are basically useless right now. We are basically useless as well, but we have more upper hand. Okay, so we've done all of that. We've done all of that. I think we've basically done everything that we could right now. So this is our land unit, and I'm confident enough. Oh, we can only have these small things. We cannot have an Abrams. Now what can we have for our air factory? This one takes 3 turns. Let's go for another Cobra then. Because he doesn't have really good defenses against the Cobra as the flag tank. In worst case scenario, he destroys this factory, which is not really... Look at everyone, what was full strength again. Shoot! Kill him! Kill him! Okay, he doesn't really do much, but... You missed. Again, he missed. Alright. Why did we not get a return fire? He misses again. He's running out of ammo. Oh, I know. He could be running out of ammo soon. Then he has a really big problem. He already has a big problem because there's an Apache and stuff like that. Oh no, we don't have an Apache, we have a Cobra. What you gonna do, buddy? I'm going to kick you. We should be kicking your ass. Kill him! Why is there no return fire? I don't get that. Why that is? Is it just random or something? Oh. You know that this infantry is your only defense for your flak tank, right? Dude, if you play like this, I don't even have to edit down anything. You make my life a lot easier if you just destroy yourself. You just destroy them with rifles. Ah! He gets to retreat. What you gonna do? You're just going to flee with your whole fleet? Yeah, run, chicken. He's running with his whole fleet. He's really scared. Dude, your flak tank should be scared. He's going to kill that M6. No! He really hates that factory. Is it a Samsung factory or something? Yeah, we're running out of ammo, which is annoying. He runs out of ammo soon as well, but he does a lot of damage with this one. I have the feeling that he easily destroys this factory. But you know what? I don't really mind. Let him focus on this factory, so I can focus on kicking his ass. Bye! Bye! Also, bye! Psst! You know I can take that airfield to destroy all of your planes, right? They're going to fight the destroyer. That should be interesting. He should have the upper hand because he's attacking though. That isn't too bad. We should kick his ass then. Nope. No return fire. No return. Why do we not get return fire? Strange. Alright. We survived it at least. He's going for the destroyer. He's going to destroy the destroyer and the other ship. Might game a little bit too close with those. I became a little bit too cocky with that. He's going to destroy it. All I can try is to... Oh, actually, I managed to flee, so... Yeah, you don't have to do anything to do, right? So, now, he has landed all his planes in this airfield. That has his whole air force in it. So now... Doom-de-doom-de-doom, bye! Destroyed all his airplanes. He has no more airplanes. We have complete air superiority right now. Yeah, dude. It's not looking really great for you. It's just that our planes is a little bit out of reach. So next round, you're done for. Basically, next round he's done for. How much fuel do you have? You're completely refueled and all. Can we reach him? Maybe we can reach him. Hopefully. We can reach his tank. We can reach his flak tank. And he's almost out of ammo as well. Well, like I said, maybe I don't have to edit anything now. He only has a machine gun. Why does that so little damage? I know that it's flak tank, but this is ridiculous. Look at that. We have to do so much. We all know that I've won by now. You cannot do shit against me. Let's drop all our bombs. Only 4 each time. Well, he hardly damages me. Only thing he can try is to flee. Yeah, this should do way more damage. Especially with your unique bomber. If you manage to get your unique bomber to his flex, that should definitely give a bonus or something. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. We cannot reach it. Let's just destroy his last commando right here. And let's just do that with some rifles, not even with missiles. Can I not? There we go. Let's just do it with rifles, not even with missiles. Because why should I waste ammo if he only has 1 HP? I just have to sneeze against them and we win. I cannot reach him with this one though, which is unfortunate. These ones are not really good, so next round we also get like the Apache, the Cobra and all that. He's going to attack this one, right? You know what? No, maybe you can actually do something like this. And next round we just completely destroy his ass. Yeah, you don't have any Air Force, buddy. Oh wait, you do. You have one tiny little bomber. Well, what you gonna do with that? With a tiny puny little bomber that you got against my whole Air Force or whatnot. Yeah, I just given up. This is basically, yeah, I given up. He's fleeing, is basically giving up. He's going up and down. So you can basically safely say that we actually won. We just have to kill the enemy flag tank. What you're going to do with the bomber? If you're next to the water, you're destroyed, right? Where are you going? Oh, you're going to attack another factory. Alright. This one actually makes sense because this is my air factory. How much damage do we do? Shot missed. Well, that didn't do much. He doesn't have the time to actually destroy the factory either. I think he now goes to destroy the destroyer, which makes sense. Really? Alright. So you're attacking me without firing a single shot. Yeah, okay, you destroy it right now then, but you know, you have to use 2 units instead of 1. Let's see if we can actually... No! Oh! Can we survive? Oh, barely. Barely. Yes! We can still survive. Alright. Oh man, someone's pissed. Yeah, there's nothing more you can do, mate. Are you going for another bomber? No, you go for a MiG-21, a fighter. You try to get some Air Force back. New unit available, a Cobra. Let's see if we can actually reach him. Yes. Let's shoot him out of this freaking city right here. We have only 1. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. This is what I mean. So we are going to finish this round and we just won. We just won. Because there's nothing he can do. We have so much units around him. Really? Learn to aim, dude. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Only 1 hit point with rockets and missiles and stuff like that. Okay, let's bring in the A-10. Unfortunately, the battleship is not near close. Otherwise, we could use the battleship on him as well. So we can have 4 bombs on this guy. So that should be 16. Yeah, it doesn't really add up how little damage you actually do. And when the AI actually shoots at your flagship or flag tank, they do huge damage. I would be killed by now. Alright. Shouldn't that be like the 30mm cannon instead of the 20? So you'll go over here. Probably he will destroy me right now, but let's just do at least some damage. Only 4 again. It really doesn't make sense. That even did 2. Come on, kill him. Look at the amount of stuff you need for 1 flag tank. And the AI can actually kill you with just 1 tank. It's ridiculous. Even 1. That really doesn't make sense. He destroys me right now. That doesn't make sense at all. I just want to finish this round. I'm going to edit this video down a little bit. I know I'm a little bit over an hour, but you know, I just want to kill him. I mean, look at what the stuff that he goes through and survives and all that now. If it's not this round, it will be the next round, so... I have to lure my way with the battleships and stuff like that, so I have to move the destroyer. Look at how much damage he does! But we have to destroy him pretty fast. Shot even miss. Yeah, he destroys me. Doesn't make sense. This really doesn't make sense. This is what I mean with it's a little bit cheaty, but you know. Oh well. What do we have over here? We don't have... Oh, we can... Let me see how much this does. Because we can actually fight him on land. Yeah, it was just a stupid mistake to actually make him enter the city. Yeah, it doesn't anything. We should have actually have missiles and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. He gave up. Oh, really? Why does he get the fire somehow? There we go. I don't know why he got the fire again, like for a third time, but... I don't think we can reach him with this one. You know what? Let's just... He's done for anyway, so... Might as well give a couple of shots. Really? We don't have like a coastal gun or something? Yeah, well... Destroy my destroyer then. Or turn fire... Oh, you don't even destroy my destroyer, even with 1 HP. That's interesting. Look at all the stuff that I go through him. Alright. That one over there. You know what? Let's bring the battleship in. Like there. So he can't reach my flagship anywhere nearby. And you have to be closer as well. So, one more round, he's done for. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, you can go. You need to go. And I think you need to go as well. So I have nothing against this one. Oh, you got a Cobra. Don't think we can do with a Cobra, but... Can we actually fight this one? No, you know what? Let's put it over here. Okay, let's give it one more round. And let's go for... No, another destroyer. He destroys my destroyer. We just get a new one. Points-wise, he's very close to me, though. Yeah, I know where he's going. He's going towards that factory with the tank. He really wants the factory gone. There, my factory is already healed again. Shot missed. You're running out of ammo eventually anyway. Yeah, especially like this. Yeah, you haven't even hurt the factory just yet. You don't have enough bombs to actually destroy the factory anymore. If you're going out of the city, you're definitely dead. You're already dead, but you know. Yeah, flee. Look how he's fleeing. He's just running around in circles. He doesn't know what to do. What you going to attack? You're going to attack the submarine, alright. Look at how much health he got back. Okay, so if he doesn't die in this, I'll just end it anyway. It's just ridiculous how much units you need. Yeah, kick him out. Kick him out. There we go. Took a while. We got our first ship death. And now he cannot reach the submarine. Because he should... Yeah, there we go. Are you going to attack A10 with the submarine? Alright. Shouldn't be doing much damage. No, there we go. I'm not even going to return fire. I'm going to save my ammo. So he was at 43, right? So does he heal again? That would be cheaty because we only heal once. So he should be still at 43. Okay, he still is at 43. Nope. This is the final round anyway. So you can crash and die and burn. Alright, I'm running out of ammo anyway. Crap. It should be 30mm. That should be able to destroy the tank. No problem. And you know what? We got an airfield right there. And this should definitely kick his butt. Okay, that does a little bit more damage. No, we keep firing. We keep firing. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I thought it would like one-shot me or something. 7 for an Abrams. Two more shots. Alright. No, I want to go on. Calm. Gosh dang it. Really? This only does like 1 damage each for a rocket. Yeah, this flag tank is his flag tank is way too overpowered. Anyway, that's it for this 1 hour verdict. I'm not bothering to. I know I just have to get some of your units over here, and he's done for. If my battleship is here, he's just done for in a second, you know. But we do way less damage than we should. So I think I will go on with the verdict if, yeah, now running out of ammunition, stuff like that, that doesn't make any sense. He should be dead by now. And this is what I mean with the AI being cheaty. So you can go over there, right? So this is what I mean with the AI being cheaty and stuff like that. But we can definitely tell that I have already won. You cannot do anything without it. We'll see what this does, but I have the feeling that, you know, doesn't do any damage or whatever. So, verdict wise, let's go to the verdict. While we try to destroy him, I doubt that we actually hit him anyway. Only 1, look at that, doesn't make sense. Alright, so we go to our final verdict of Super Conflict for the Super Nintendo 1993. So, graphic-wise, well, as you can see, it's not the best graphic-wise. As you can see, the US troops have Russian insignias and Russian vehicles and stuff like that. But then again, all the other vehicles actually represent their counterparts of real life. You can actually recognize them just by looking at them. So for that, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Because for that era, I think it's pretty good. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I think it's pretty good. Sound design, the sound, the music is actually pretty recognizable. I can remember that even about 30 years later. The last time I played this game I was about 9 or something, or 6 to 9, so yeah, I can even recognize it today. So for that I give it a 7. It's of course outdated, the sounds of the cannons and the infantry and stuff like that are pretty decent, so a 7 is, I think, a very good score. Then we go to gameplay wise. It's basically like a board game. If you play this game like some sort of board game like Axis and Allies or Risk or whatever, I think you have pretty good fun with this. The only thing is that the AI cheats like a lot, and as you can see, the balance of some vehicles don't really make sense. Some balances do make sense because destroyers are very strong against submarines, submarines are very strong against battleships, bombers are very good against tanks, SAMs are very good against planes, except for some little exceptions that makes it really weird. For example, like this, he's almost destroyed, but look at what I threw against him, and he should be dead long by now. So for that I give it a 6 out of 10. Then go to my own opinion, and yeah, of course this is a very nostalgic thing for me. I really adore this game, even though with its quirks it makes thinking outside of the box a little bit interesting, even though this is a little bit weird, but you know, what can you do? Hope you guys like this video. I try to edit down to fit the hour gap, and I see you guys in the next one.